morning, my friends. Today we are starting the second episode of the wellness series. Today we're gonna talk about physical stuff, how to feel the best in your skin. That was weird. Okay, first we need to eat dinner. Today I'm not doing a lot of exercise, I'm just gonna do some stretching maybe. But I want to talk about the importance of moving your body daily.
There she goes again. Beauty queen on the web. But when she goes to bed, it's like a rhythmic nuisance. Play the 90s songs when dreams were born.
I'm gonna tell you 5 things that will make you go to the gym, okay? No excuses anymore. Step 1, you need to find your why. Hi guys. Oh my god. It's currently 6:49 and I'm dying. I'm literally dying. I'm going to Pilates this morning and I didn't sleep well last night. It's definitely hard, but yeah. I'm just gonna put that here. We need to pick the rest of the outfit. Like literally dead tired. Like I woke up at 5 AM. The problem is that you can't cancel your class because I'm using ClassPass. Great and not great at the same time. The only shoes we can accept at this time of the day. Let's be honest, we all start going to the gym because we want to look better. And that's totally okay. For my example, I'm gonna show you a few clips of me before, how I was working out, and me after. And this is totally different. I'm not saying that I look like a goddess right now. I'm just saying I look more confident. I look healthier. I started going to the gym because first I had a lot of anxiety. Second, I really wanted to look better. I was convinced that my body looked a certain way. I really was convinced that no, this can't change, you know, this can change drastically who I am and how I look. But in the end, it did. I think it's important to mention about the anxiety and the stress level, and going to the gym literally saved my life. I had panic attacks every day. I was totally miserable. I'm still not feeling my best, as you can tell from the wellness series, but I know my worth a little more right now, and this is also why I'm posting those videos. I'm able to post these videos, and I don't think the girl from the picture I showed you would love being on camera as I am right now. So it makes you empower who you are. So you gotta find your why and you gotta stick to it, okay? 6h50 et je suis juste au bout de ma vie. Au bout de ma vie. En fait, je me demande pourquoi je m'impose ça. Genre, pourquoi je fais des trucs comme ça. D'aller à la salle de sport aussi, tout. Okay, friends, I just went back from the gym and it was a freaking disaster, but I'm proud of myself for getting out of bed. And you know, even though it wasn't the best session, you still did it. I'm talking to myself because I'm making myself accountable. I need to pack my suitcase because tonight I am leaving for Brittany and I need to start working because I have some work. My second advice is you've got to start somewhere. Literally, you have to pick an activity that you like. You don't need actually to go to the gym. You just have to start with tennis, or you can go on a walk, you can do any kind of sports. It's just about moving your body and acknowledging your body and, you know, enjoying what it can do. And for me, for example, when I started, I wasn't doing any kind of sports. I was a horse rider before, so this was the only thing I was doing. So when I started, I just picked a thing I could do. I took a program online, Top Body Challenge, which is a home workout program. And after I did a couple of it, I started to enjoy it and I started to think, oh, okay, I want to level up and I want to go to the gym now. And then I wanted to check if I was able to maintain the rhythm, to maintain the plan, which is the third advice. Third advice is actually You gotta stick to a plan at first, but don't be too hard on yourself. You know, it's very important to be kind. To speak kindly to yourself, always remember that. Always remember you're doing your best. You know, you're doing great just by stepping outside, so be proud of it, okay, first. And when I'm saying stick to a plan, I mean it helps at first to write down your workouts. 3 times a week I have to work out, and it's very important to save time for it, to put it in your schedule. I know there's tons of reason to not go to the gym, you know, you get to see your friends and you get to do your homework and everything, but it's important to remember you gotta make this a priority. In my life, I know it's a priority because if I stop going to the gym, I would get anxiety again. I know I have to go, even though sometimes it's annoying and it's painful, and when I go at 7 a.m. in the morning, I just want to kill myself. I literally had to put my camera on a pillow because I forgot my tripod, which is very upsetting to me. I just wanted to check in, guys. It has been such a tough week for me because at my work, you know, it was very, very stressful. Today, I crashed. I totally crashed. I should be off, but I keep thinking about some things that happened yesterday. I'm just so nervous, and it's during those moments that I realized that there's such a long way to go to be mentally stable. Sometimes I just want to give up, you know. There's big highs and big lows, and it's hard to focus, you know, on the message I want to tell you and everything. I think without physical activity I would go crazy if I don't have this time to just focus on myself. So today I didn't do much. I just went for a walk. And you know, sometimes you don't have time to do like a big workout, and sometimes you're just a little tired, and it's totally fine if you just go for a walk. And to me, I think it was actually really nice today. I went to see the beach, walk my dog. We met my cousin dog. Tomorrow we're gonna go for a run with my sister and my dad, so it's gonna be very fun. I mean, very fun, I don't know, but we're gonna run for like, I think we're gonna try to do 10 kilometers. She's a lot for my sister, but I think she can do it, so it's gonna be interesting. With Lucky, we're gonna go for a run. Non, without Lucky. Parce qu'il peut pas me suivre. Le bébé. Quoi? À ta mère. 1 kilomètre. 2 kilomètres. 3 kilomètres. 4 kilomètres. 5 kilomètres. 6 kilomètres. 7 kilomètres. 8 kilomètres. 9 kilomètres. Et on est arrivé 10 kilomètres. There's a couple of YouTubers that you can follow who are teaching you exercise, they're doing home workouts, or they even have apps, and on the apps you can do the workouts at the gym or at home. I mean, there's tons of YouTubers, and you can just pick one that you love and who has a program and just follow it at the beginning. You're gonna make it a routine, you're gonna discover new things, you're gonna meet new friends, and then it's gonna be a whole different world, a whole new world. The fourth advice I can give you is stick to the 3 weeks rule. That means that an habit is being created after 3 weeks of trying it. I've tried it before, and I think that when you try something for 3 weeks in a row, your brain starts remembering, and your brain just starts accepting what's going on. At first, how I started, I was doing the Top Body Challenge, which is a program. It's 3 classes per week, and I think you gotta run in between or something. And I was like, okay, I need to make it to 3 weeks. And oh my god, during those 3 weeks, I was totally dying. I wanted to quit because it's out of your comfort zone for your body. Your body just don't really understand what's going on. It's not, you know, something is used to do, so you just got to push through it. You get to push through the pain, and eventually it's gonna work, and eventually your body's gonna stop resisting, it's gonna accept what's happening, and it's gonna see the benefits of it. The last advice is the mindset. It's really important to have a good mindset whenever you start something new. example, I work out from 3 to 5 times a week. I go to probably to Pilates once a week. I run once or twice a week, it depends. I probably do yoga once a week as well. I go to the gym once a week. And sometimes I do a boot camp. It changes all the time. And whenever I can't make it to one of the workouts, I always tell myself, you know, it's okay, because it's in my routine, it's in my habits, and sometimes you just deserve to rest, and it's very important to listen to your body. But also, I know when I was starting it, I would be very hard on myself, and I would be working out out of hate in some ways. I didn't love myself so much. It was actually quite hard for me to look at myself in the mirror. When I started it, I was just really tough on myself, and I was just telling myself I'm not good enough, that I need to practice more and more and more because I need to be perfect. But you gotta understand that perfection is not such a thing, and it's actually not possible to be perfect. Only the very genetically gifted people are perfect, and even though they're not perfect, and you have to stop comparing yourself to others, and you gotta accept that the body you have is yours and you gotta work from it. You don't need to look a certain way, you don't need to look like someone, you just need to look like yourself, and you need to look like your best self. And I know this is not easy at first, but you need to get used to be kind, because this is the most important thing with consistency and with success actually. If you're tough on yourself, you're not gonna go somewhere. The thing is that when you're active, your brain is also really active. It's a muscle, and since I started working out, my grades were so much better because I work so much faster. I was really more efficient into my work. I leave you here. It was a fun little chat. If I could say one more thing, just be kind. Be kind and be patient. And this definitely is part of the wellness series because it makes me feel good. And when everything feels terrible, I'm just gonna run, and suddenly life feels a little different, a little better for 1 hour. Without it, I would not be surviving right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please don't forget to subscribe, because I'm a small YouTuber and I'm trying to grow a little bit. So yeah.